Okay, hello class. Today I'm going to be explaining the daily sheet. So when you log in, it's under Start Here, Handouts for the class, and it's the Dailies Record Summer 2017 sheet, okay? So let me make sure, let me just move myself over here so you all can see. And so what I have is this is the sheet you're going to print out, and you're going to have it just print it out and have it so you keep track of everything you've turned in this semester. So you put your name, your class, just for yourself. So next week, the lab hours, you have to turn in 15 per week. Next week, you'll turn in as many as you can. Remember, it's based on 15. So then you can put 15 on here. The following week, you put down how many you turned in. That way you have your record. It's only based on 10 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, it's based on 9. Okay? So because we don't count this first week because you don't have any material yet, it'll count for next week. So if you notice, 9 times 15, you all, would be 135. Okay? So I'll go down to that right now, but 9 times 15, because you're turning in 15 hours. Okay, 15 hours a week. I'll explain that a little bit, but here you're just going to put down what amount of homework hours you turned in. If you didn't turn in any, put a 0 for that week or a little slash, and that way you keep track of it. This is for your own use. Over here, it's 3 dailies per week, dailies. So you have 1, 2, 3. So next week you would put little check marks under 1, 2, or 3, how many ever you turned in. This is just for you to put check marks, and it'll tell you how many you have. This is for your own information. Going on, this is your dailies sheet. This is what your grade is based on. So remember, it's 135 total hours times 9. So it's 15 hours a week times 9 equals 135. 3 dailies a week times 9 is 27. That's how we get these totals. So if you turn in 95% of your dailies and lab hours for the A, you should have 26 dailies, 128 lab hours. So very, very important. 26 dailies, 128 lab hours for an A at the end of the semester. And that's meaning that you passed all 12 of your tests that were needed, okay? So that's for the A. For a B is 75% of the test passed, and you would need 90% of dailies turned in lab hours, so that's 24 dailies at the end of the semester and 122 lab hours. Or let's say you pass 50%, which would have been 6. 6 would be 95% of homework dailies, so you need at the end of the semester 6 past tests for a B with 26 dailies, 128 lab hours. So very, very important that you all realize that, okay? The C is 50% of your test pass, so you pass 6 plus 85% of lab hours and dailies. Remember, a daily is what you type up thinking maybe a test you thought you passed, or you just want to see how your notes are. It's just something you do daily. It's a daily, 3 of them a week. So at the end of the semester, you should have 23 and then 115 lab hours for the C. Or you have an option, 25% of your time writings, which is I think 3, and 90% of dailies and lab hours. So 3 tests passed plus 24 dailies, 122 lab hours. Very important that you all have this chart. It's very important so you know how to total up your grade at the end of the semester. D is you didn't pass any, or you passed 1 or 2 tests, but you do 80% of the homework and lab hours, so you have to at least have done 22 lab hours, 108 lab hours, 22 dailies, 108 lab hours, and then you have 1 or 2 tests passed, okay? That's for a D. An F is if you just didn't do anything. Time writings, so jury charge, you have 2 at 100. So once you pass them, you put your check marks. This is just for check marks for you. So you're only going to go up to here, 120 words a minute Q&A, and that's up here. Okay, so you have 2 dailies, 2 jury charges that are required at 80, so there's 2 check marks, 2 80 lits, so there's 2 check marks right there. You have 2 100 jury charges, 2 100 Q&As, 2 100 lits. Then over here you have 2 120 Q&As. So that's all you have for this class, okay? This is for the whole semester, for the whole program. So you're only going to stop at 2 120 Q&As. The last day to withdraw is July 7. That's a Friday. July 4 is a holiday. We don't have school. And that's actually July 4 is on a Tuesday, okay? Finals are July 31 through August 1. It's a Monday and a Tuesday. And this is your daily sheet. So I just wanted to explain it, but this is really important. This tells you what you need at the end of the semester. Remember the total, 15 times 9 is 135. 3 times 9 is 27. That's how I come up with these totals, and then I break it up. 90%, you need 24 dailies, 122 lab hours. Lab hours are homework hours. Anything you do in Performance Evaluator, you can add. Keep a little notebook and keep track weekly so you know how many hours you're turning in, and then you turn it in next Monday, okay? And so this is just your sheet for you to keep track of how to complete your homework hours, okay? So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. And I'm going to pause this now, and I'm going to go ahead and explain your practicum guidelines, okay? Have a great day, you all.